Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have some very special guests here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Ashley.
And my name is Alpha.
And we're the owners and operators of the Fuzz Lab here in Waco.
Whoop whoop! We're so excited to have you guys here in the studio. One of the first questions I love to ask our guests on the show, especially new guests, is what brought you to Waco, or are you Waco native? So what's your Waco journey?
Yeah, thank you for having us. So I'm going to go first, if that's okay.
Yeah,
I grew up in Temple, which is just 30
Just
minutes
a hop
down
and a
the road.
skip.
Yes, but I met my gorgeous husband over here in Waco when we were going to school at Baylor. So that was back in 2009 to 2013. But we graduated back then, and that's kind of how, that was our first like dip into Waco. And back then, you know, we kind of stayed
It's
in
very different.
the Baylor bubble. We went to crickets for our 21st and then went back to the Baylor bubble, you know. So Waco's changed so much, but we've been on the sidelines kind of watching it grow and develop. But I commissioned to the Air Force after college, and we moved all over. But my family is based in Temple, and then my husband's family is in San Antonio. So Texas is home to us, and we've been kind of like watching Baylor and Waco on the sidelines until recently.
I love that.
Yeah, so I grew up in San Antonio, and like Ashley said, we went to Baylor for college, so I moved up there, and that was like 2009, and we actually met like at the end of our freshman year is when we started dating, so I was like 2010, and then, you know, we just hit it off from there, graduated in 2013, and we lived here for that time, and then Ashley was in the Air Force, and we did the whole moving around thing, worked, you know, here and there, so we lived in some pretty cool places, but ultimately we knew that we wanted to move back here to Central Texas, and so we live in Temple now, but, you know, Waco has always been like our second home.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because so many other people have that same story that I've talked to. So, like, if you go and listen to, like, episodes, you'll be like, I think I've heard this before. And where people come here either for Baylor or just grew up here, they move off, get those experiences in other places, and then come back to Texas or come back to the Waco area and just bring those experiences with them. So that's why I think our culture is such a melting pot here. It's because we have amazing people who have gone and seen the world, and then they're like, hey, we need to bring a little piece right back home.
I definitely think that Central Texas like draws a lot of people and people stay.
I love that.
We want to grow our family here, and we're not planning on moving anytime soon. So
Good. I love that. And then you guys are now entrepreneurs and own businesses and have so many other things you have your hands in. What has that process been like, transitioning from that to entrepreneurship?
Well, you know, I said Ashley, and she said she was in the Air Force, right? So she's still doing that, and I would say when we graduated, we had no idea that this is what we were going to do. We were kind of both the pre-med track, you know, like we're going to go to med school or work in the medical industry in some capacity.
we actually both have our master's in healthcare administration.
Wow.
So,
But I think just growing up, both of our parents have kind of been entrepreneurial. Like Ashley's mom owned a Chinese restaurant, Dynasty Chinese restaurant in Temple. She owned it for over 35 years. And my dad was big into real estate. And so we kind of, just like had seen that growing up, with these really important people in our lives. And so we kind of knew like eventually we're going to do something. And an opportunity came up for us to start a business, Bit Bar in Temple. It's our retro arcade bar. So we started that back in 21. We're actually going to launch it in 2020, but we all know what happened then. So it got delayed a year, but we we opened that business with a couple other partners, and it's been doing great. Love that business. You know, it was kind of like our first brick and mortar. So fast forward a few years and a couple more businesses, Ashley.
Yeah, we also opened an Airbnb in Killeen, and we realized that hospitality and entertainment is kind of where our comfort is in a way, but we're pushing the envelope a little bit with Fuzz Lab because we're not crafty people by nature. Like, I think I avoided art class, I'm not gonna lie. But Fuzz Lab came about because I took a couple of my girlfriends to the one in Austin, and I really took my best friend for her birthday because she's the crafty one in our group, and I was there. I'm there to support. I'm like, I'm doing this with you, but I don't really care how it turns out. Well, I came to realize very quickly that the art form itself is really, I can't think of a better word.
Therapeutic.
It's
Relaxing.
therapeutic. It's forgiving. So like you don't have to color within the lines. Your product still comes out great, and there's also room to like undo, redo. You know, because a lot of people feel that stress when you're doing art of like it being perfect. And so I fell in love with that aspect of it. And so once I came home and I'm like, oh my gosh, like look at my rug that I made, you know, and all these things to my husband. And he's like, oh my gosh, you're going 1,000 miles per hour. Like what happened? You know, I thought you're just going out with your girlfriends. And yeah, and then we just had that conversation. We started talking with the owners there, and that's kind of how we landed with the business, and then landed in Waco. But yeah.
I love that. That's so, and that actually goes into it. So, explain to me what Fuzz Lab is. What do you guys do?
Sorry, yeah, I skipped ahead.
Yeah, so we're a DIY tufting studio where you take a design and we show you how to turn that design into a piece of fiber art, into a rug. And so our studio guides are there to like guide you every single step of the way and try to make that as beginner friendly as possible.
I absolutely love that. And I just saw it on TikTok, so that's how I knew it existed. I was like, oh my gosh, TikTok.
And you can bring whatever design you want. That's like kind of the best part is you don't have to do, you know, a pre-made, you know, the eclipse or whatever you want to do. You can bring in, you know, a picture of, I don't know, any logo, emblem, just anything, and we can pretty much turn it into a rug. So it's custom and fun in that way. It's unique to you, and no other rug out there is going to look like it.
I saw someone do like a little egg where it was like the like splattered egg with the white and then like the yellow in the middle. I've seen an avocado.
Yeah.
I've seen all
Whatever
kinds of different
to your heart's desire. I love it. We had someone do an orange recently with a little sticker.
Aww.
Like it was so cute.
But yeah, we provide all the tools, the training, all the supplies, like everything you would need. It's all included in that one price, and you just come in with your design, like and your creativity.
Yeah, and it's just a fun studio. Like it's open. We've got music playing. You know, it's just a nice vibe. I think we had our mural done by one of our
beautiful
close friends. She's local as well, and yeah, we just wanted to create a fun space. For more creative outlets, because I think Waco is definitely well ahead of Temple, but there could always be more
art.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because I want art. This is all my own selfish needs. We need more art in Waco. But that's absolutely amazing. And you guys are open to like doing parties and groups and all kinds of fun stuff. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so we definitely can host. We can host up to 36 people at once tufting, and then on the bear side, so we didn't mention the bears. It's acrylic painted. Moshi bears is what they are. It's a drip painting method, and our tables are set up. We can do 18 at once.
Wow!
And we have bears ranging from a keychain size all the way
big
to
ones in your windows.
Yes, the 2.5 foot. I call them the big boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, we can host parties. And as far as like age range goes, like the bears, there's no limit. My 3-year-old did one with me. He had a blast. And then, you know, sometimes we see the adults get in there and then like the kids, you know, disappear and the adults are like in it. And on the tufting side, you know, we kind of recommend maybe like 12 and up, but we've had kids as young as 8 come in and do a great job because their parents are like, hey, my kid is like, they're that crafty type. They want to do it. And we're like, come on, we'll walk them through. We'll be there, you know, and they have a great time too. And we've had some older, clients as well, older ladies who come in and they're like, we used to do this by hand. Like, give me that machine. Let's do it. And
little punch needle.
Yes, they love it. So it's been fun watching all different people come
That's
through.
amazing. And so you guys just had your soft opening. So how long have you guys been actually open so far?
Yeah, so that soft opening launch was March 8th. It was that
Wow.
weekend.
So like 2 weeks.
yeah, so about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And then you guys are going to be having a grand opening coming up. So tell me about that.
Yes, our grand opening with the Chamber with Waco is scheduled April 9th at 11:30. So come on out. We're going to have cookies and coffee and all the things.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
We'll be doing tours and stuff like that too.
I'm so excited. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And what a great way for the community to come together and make a cool piece of art that they can have in their homes forever. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. And now for a word from our sponsors.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those too also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
And now, back to the episode. All right, and we're back. So we were just talking about your grand opening going to be happening next week where the community can join together and celebrate you guys. One of the first questions I love to ask when we get back from break is, what would you like to see more of in Waco?
We're both staring at each other. It's hard to say because in Temple, like, Waco's bigger and there's more restaurants, more diversity, there's more
You can
things
just
to
say
do.
35 fixed. I get no.
Yeah, I know, right?
Going
I know,
in
we're
between
like
Temple
slowly
and-
moving it down, like, hurry up, just get the stretch fixed. No, that's a great question.
You know, when we were here about 10 years ago, Waco was, to us, I mean, coming from, like, with the Baylor bubble, like, it was a completely different city. Like, it has just blown up, and there's been so much that has changed, and it's like, wow, like, I love coming to Waco. I've always loved Waco, even before all the change happened, and all the growth and stuff. And one of the things I've really liked is I like taking my family up here. You know, we're members at the Mayborn and the Cameron Park Zoo, and I just, like, love coming in and taking them in. And I like family-friendly things because I like to include my family into stuff whenever possible. And so we're always looking for places like that, and, you know, like, family-friendly type experiences and
I
things.
love that.
I think you're exactly right. We have a 3.5-year-old and almost 1-year-old.
And a baby.
Yes, my baby. And so, one of the first things I did was put in a baby changing station in our Fuzz lab. You know, we're like,
You're like, this is for me.
and no, he's right. Like, we love Waco and we love coming here to do things, and we're looking for, like, more family friendly esque things. And we love the Mayborn, museum and stuff. But that's.
Yeah. Shout out to the Mayborn Museum, the Mayborn Masquerade coming up in May, where they're getting their big mammoths. So those are
Yes.
coming in
We saw
soon.
that.
Beautiful sculptures. I'm so excited to see those. Just had to shout that out.
and we went to the mammoth site.
Yeah,
That
the
was-
National Mammoth
yeah.
Site. Yep.
Waco has so much to offer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like Eclipse Weekend is coming up, and they're going to be doing steam clips over here at the convention center. And, like, the Mayborn's going to be there, and, like, the Mammoth site, and then, like, Region 12. And so it's going to be a cool family-friendly opportunity for people to get out and, like, see stuff for the Eclipse. And then it's on the Saturday before, so it's going to be, like, a great way to, like, gear up for it.
Yeah.
And I
Get
think
your
most
Eclipse
of,
gear.
I don't know if Temple's out of school, but Waco ISD is out of school.
Temple is out of school.
And I
so-
know your kids aren't in school yet, but
One of them is.
Oh,
sort
okay.
of. Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely looking for something to do close by, you know, so we don't
I
have to travel
know.
too far.
That's so exciting. Well, with that, of course, you guys being here in Waco, why do you think it's so important for you guys to be in Waco right now?
Well, there's a few reasons. I mean, Waco, like I said, it's growing. The area, there's a lot coming to Waco, and it's changed so much just since,
10
like
years.
the last 10 years. I mean,
Yeah.
we lived in Temple since I think 2018 is when we moved back into Temple. 2017 around that time, and we've been driving up back and forth, and we've seen I-35 and all that, and all the
states.
changes.
We've
yeah,
seen
everything
Magnolia
happened.
change.
Magnolia change and grow their brand and stuff. And Waco has always been this cool destination for us, even though it's like local and it's just a 30-minute drive up the road.
You get to play tourist.
Yeah, you get to play tourist a little bit, but it's also kind of like home because we did live here, for 4 years.
And in the last few months, I've gotten to know a lot of the business owners, the local, like, small business owners, and I want to be a part of that group. They are fantastic people, and we're looking at ways to collaborate and support each other, and I just really love the community here. I love Temple, that's where I'm from, but there's something special about Waco. That's for sure.
I think so too. And I mean, there's even like the ALN, the Asian Leaders Network, and there's so many other organizations and community groups. Have you guys noticed anything like as POC business owners? Like, what has that been like?
So as we're kind of attending different events like here and there, and just kind of getting our name out and just trying to network with people and meet people. We've met tons of like great people who are involved in the community in many different ways, and one of those being ALN, has come up a couple of times, and so it's been cool. I mean, we're definitely like new in terms of like building that network, but we really love the area and we love getting to know the people here, and like everyone we met has been a really wonderful person, and the organizations have been really cool. So we like it here.
We work closely with Devin, with the ALN, and we're collaborating with Cha community as well, because we're off the different street, but we're like right across from each other, and
back to back.
And they're Jaja and Devin, they're fantastic, and they've kind of like put us under their wing a little bit too, and like, how about this and how about that, and they're all over. I think they're traveling right now, and they're all over. But
and they also have their business in Temple too.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's beautiful to get to see that kind of mirroring and that reflection as well. And you guys are already business owners as well, so you guys have already been through this by having Bit Bar in Temple.
Yeah,
so I'm sure it was an interesting transition.
It's true. It's kind of backwards. They opened here, and then they opened one in Temple, and we opened something in Temple, and now we're here. But we support them there too, and we pop in and we take pictures of ourselves. Send them like, hey, we're here. Where are you? Yeah. And but it's a good time.
Another thing too, just kind of like with the cross promoting and like support, it's so Ashley's brother owns is the promoter for the Bell County Comic Con and Anime Sunica, him and his wife Kristen, so they but yeah, Devin I think was there for Anime Sunica. He was, or Cha Community was,
because we did a big Asian festival, food festival, to celebrate the Lunar New Year, and he was there, and it's been fun. And the Comic-Con is every year in August, the Bell County Comic-Con at the Cadence Bank Center. And then they just started a new show this year called Anime Sunica. It's an anime sneaker convention with a giant food festival as well. He just wanted to do it all, and I think it's gonna repeat again next year. And
So excited.
yeah, it's gonna
I'm
be
just
a
a
good
big weeb and like nerd, so like it's totally. I mean, everything. It's all it goes together.
time. I tell people, like, if you're not into anime, you're not into sneakers, are you into like
Are you
people
into
watching? Are you into food? Like
Yeah.
entertainment?
I'm
you
just
know?
in it for the costumes. If there's costumes, I'm in.
I'm like,
Ren
I just
Fair,
want to see everybody.
Comic-Con, anything like that.
Yes, it's a good time. So yeah.
Wow, that's also
But yeah,
amazing.
shout out to them
could-
because
we-
we
shout
also had a booth there too.
Yes.
and,
Yay.
Before
yeah,
we
they
even
hooked us up.
opened.
Wow.
Yeah, before we opened, we had a booth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it
Yeah,
sounds like
thanks
you
to
guys
them.
really have just been surrounded by community and have really just built this whole little network of people. And I hope it grows and you guys continue to have more people come and check you guys out. Of course, is there anyone else you want to shout out that's helped you along this journey?
Oh my gosh, we could probably do an entire podcast.
The rest of us just listing names.
Yes, but I mean, we've had everyone from like Hermione with is Waco Realtors to help us find the location. She took us all around, and we're very happy.
We're
with
glad
the
you're our
spot.
neighbors on
Yes.
Austin Avenue.
Yeah.
We're very happy with the spot we landed on, and we're next to Stumpy's, and like I think that whole Waco's growing, right, in the downtown area. Everything is pushing outwards a little bit, and our landlords are fantastic, and they are making that whole area beautiful. And so, anyway, shout out to her. We have, with Ivan, he did all the construction and remodeling with M&L Services. That's his company. Jess and Steph Lopez, they were with us from the beginning doing graphic design, and before this was just an idea. They started with us, and they actually have a podcast as well.
Shout out.
Yeah, and then we've already talked about.
They have that's Hefty Design Studios. That's their company.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for keeping me on track. And then Christy and Thomas with Waco Axe Co.
We love you guys.
Yes,
Shout
they
out.
are awesome.
They were also at the Comic-Con. They were at the Zucchini. They had their truck out doing axe throwing.
See, I didn't even know.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But they,
Yeah.
that couple and that family, they're fantastic.
We love them.
Our team doesn't know yet, so maybe they might hear this. But
Shout out.
we're gonna take them to Axe Throw, and then their team is gonna come and tough some rugs with us. So just fun collab, team building type of thing. But yeah, we could go on forever on friends and family and late nights and early mornings. But those are just some of the very few people that. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I just always love hearing how interconnected everybody is and how everybody starts to know everybody. It's like, oh my gosh.
That's like the best part about small business. There's a lot of struggling, but when you struggle together with all these people and everyone's just trying to help
it's not
each
that
other
bad.
out, no, it's a good time.
I like to be in this pool of struggling people. It's called starving artists for a reason, right?
That's right.
Well, of course, now give us all of your plugs where you can find you, find more information about you.
Yeah, so we're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Fuzz Lab Waco, and our website is fuzzlabwaco.com. You can book any of our workshops from our website. You can follow us on any of our channels. We have links on all of our channels that go back to our website too. So.
All right, amazing. And last but not least, of course, give us your hours when we can come and visit you and where you guys are located.
Yeah, so we're open Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
All right, amazing.
And we're on Austin Avenue,
yeah.
930 Austin Avenue, Suite A.
All right,
So right next to Stumpy's right there.
All right, amazing. Is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today? Your soapbox moment?
No, just thank you for having us on the show and for this opportunity and, just letting us share our story.
Yeah, thank you, Debbie. And next time you want to bring your best friend out or let us know. We'll hook you up.
Yay. Thanks, Ashley. Thanks, Alpha. All right. Thanks, guys. Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.